Starting. It's starting. I think we're live. Hey, it's Friday night. Welcome to the Fan Caste, where there are more people listening here than in line for any attraction at Disneyland in the middle of the day. Your wait is finally over. Pete, go ahead and say howdy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, it is he, it is me, it is Pete Etep Wokuian of the Place to Be Reviews and Tap and Die. Let me tell you something, brother. Got a cup of coffee over here. Cup of coffee. Oh, yeah, because the cream always rises to the top, brother. And what you gonna do when Etep Wokuian and the Place to Be Reviews run wild on you? Oh, yeah.
Go to work.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here this Friday night. Thank you, Channel Dad Brian Lake, for that mic toss over that I fumbled and then picked up and ran with for a minute there. I came home. I left the family vacation for a night to be here on the Fan Cast. So hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Just put out a new video on the channel and looking forward to a big show tonight. So back to you, Channel Dad Brian Lake. Thank you, sir.
All right. There's no Realities Frank tonight, so we won't have what's his nuts either at the end. But hanging loose and playing with his gun, Tap and Die.
You know what? Yesterday, we told the British to get the fuck out and take their tea with them. America!
Yeah, America!
All right. That was short. We don't have Monica J either, so...
The only reason we have Pete.
Sad face.
I hate you so much, Kyle. I hate you so much.
Okay, Raiders.
Round the world, the speed of internet. It is your host, Groovinator, a.k.a. Adam of RaidersLostFlix.com. How y'all doing tonight?
All right. Why does your image look like someone dithered your image down to an 8-bit GIF?
Well, I changed it because you were giving me shit about the copyright thing. So that's a temporary fix until I get something better.
Hey, we picked up a few more subscribers this week. One of them is an actual woman.
Nice.
Yay!
Right.
Like
wait,
Monica
Monica?
on the internet?
No, what was it? It was Maria somebody.
It was thing is girls on the internet.
Huh?
It wasn't Monte Teo's girlfriend, was it?
I don't.
I'm probably the only one that's going to get that reference.
Yeah,
probably.
Okay.
It was Maria Ferrer, I guess. Well, Maria, if you're listening, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Yep. Yeah, I finally figured out on Facebook. I kept getting this Monica so and so for like every once in a while for like 2 months as a suggested friend. I'm like, and it would say, Loudy was our only mutual friend, and then you and I joined, and then she came up again, and I said, you have 2 mutual friends. I'm like, I wonder if that's Monica J.
Yep.
So.
Yep. She is indisposed this evening. I kind of gave her the night off, and she's out enjoying herself. So
some people have all the
indisposed or out enjoying herself. That's kind of
probably both. I don't know. She's having fun.
Enjoying herself so much she's passed out.
Yep.
Somewhere. So that picture with the 2 small kids, are they hers or just?
No, those are her. That's her niece and nephew. Those are her sister's kids.
Okay. I mean, I'm not looking.
You're married late.
Huh?
So don't forget you're married. Just don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I don't have to forget. See, when you've been married over 20 some odd years, you don't have to forget. You don't even have the opportunity.
There he goes again.
So, in relation to what I opened with, you guys see, I know Jeremy did a video. I've seen a couple of people do videos and pictures at, Main Street, USA at Disneyland at 12:30 in the afternoon, and there's like 9 people there.
Oh yeah.
I saw a video. Actually, I saw.
That's what you get, Disney.
From like 10 days ago. It was like late June, and yeah, they had done one previously when they opened the Galaxy's Edge stuff, but that was like May or whatever that was. But yeah, they were just going around, and everything was a 5-minute wait, and there was several rides that had 0 people in line. You literally just got on it.
That park have?
I don't know.
Like only like 2 or 3, right?
Oh no, it has a bunch. I mean, it doesn't have
Okay.
any big. It has very few roller coaster type things, but
Yeah, it's like
there's a
3D
runaway
garbage.
train. I think there's the. I mean, I went to Disney World in the late '80s, so it's been a long time. But
Because when I think of Star Wars, the first thing I'm thinking about is runaway trains. Am I right?
Right.
well, so that's a separate part. So what I don't know is when those guys were over there, how big was Galaxy's Edge? Now I've been hearing that Galaxy's Edge attendance is going down quite rapidly, but I don't know.
Boo-face.
Huh? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, I was caught.
Oh, boo face.
Yeah. Now, Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers was saying that at Disneyland, apparently they do have a block of, block their season pass holders are blocked out during this time and different times during the day. And that may come into it. I mean, in many ways, it's interesting, but it's not significant unless you can compare year over year. Like this time last year, was it crowded? I'm guessing if they're going to block out locals for tourists, that it normally is crowded.
But didn't they lift that though because it's not crowded? Didn't they?
I don't know.
Think?
I mean, but anyway, I thought it was interesting. It was like,
It's
okay.
extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so what I'm wondering now, is that indicative of the movies not doing well, or are people just genuinely tired of Disney's BS?
Who knows?
I don't know. Might be that's like
I hope it's
$105
the
a
latter.
person per day.
I have to agree with Jeremy. I thought for sure that maybe the parks would still do well in spite of how bad the movies are, because people like going to theme parks, and sometimes even the ride for the crappiest movie can still be a fun ride. You know what I mean? So, but with Star Wars, it seems like that maybe some of that bad word of mouth might actually be affecting some people. Because I know when I did a video on the parks not doing well, I got a lot of hits on that one. So it's going around.
Yep. I meant to do one. I just was too lazy.
Why? Because everyone else is doing it.
I know.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, that's how you make, you ride that train. But what I would do is I would see if I can find, attendance information from last year. So in the chat, we have David Applegate, the Appalachian American, and Atomic Fire 76.
That's me.
Oh, is that you?
Yes. I've told y'all that before. That's my second account. Ass.
I thought that your second account was Lapes Anus. Which one is that? That's the one
No
I want to
idea.
know about.
Lapes Anus. What?
Yeah,
With an
Lanus.
apostrophe S?
Lapis
Yeah.
anus.
Lapes Anus. Yeah, that one. See,
Oh.
he knows which one it is. So that
He's
gives him away.
He's
right
an
there.
he's an amateur
He's
proctologist.
the guy. The guy behind the guy.
Well, if
His
he suddenly shows up in the chat, I guess we'll have to just assume it is Tevin.
His license plate. He's got the same license. It says his license plate says "ass man" on it.
Yeah. Well, that's an old joke from WCBS, and I remember.
Yep.
I think I was listening to. I don't know if I was listening live or the recording, and all of a sudden Jeff just starts laughing, and he's like, "I love our fans," and and everybody else is like, "What is it in the chat?" There's a Lapis Anus.
Awesome.
It's like they take our jokes. It's kind of like Jeremy and all the accounts, and he says something, and all of a sudden there's a
An account for it.
there's a speakeasy Jeremy. There's
There's literally an account that's the keeper of Jeremy's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The
Can
Jer Army.
Can you imagine trying to keep like all those Jeremys in line, like all those little red-haired hobgoblins, trying to keep them in line? That is like that would be
Good
just
job for idiots
insane.
like us that don't work.
Yeah, that's just like trying to wrangle cats. It would not pan out well for you in the end.
Well,
Oh my God.
they're making the effort.
But this
Effort.
is where my mind goes though. I've been on vacation, like I said. I was in my kayak at this time last night.
That's a
But
good
I'm-
idea. What all did you guys do? I had a really good time yesterday. My brother-in-law and sister were here, and we just had a couple of $14 squirt guns, and we're hanging around the pool just being stupid all day. It was wonderful.
We were prepping. We were up at our cabin, prepping for my son's birthday tomorrow, which I'm going back up there tomorrow after I pick up his birthday cake, and we're having his party tomorrow. So he's 4. So doing that, yeah, that'll be fun. He's mini me, which is terrifying. So it's horrifying.
Hey, speaking of Independence Day, Tap wanted us to talk about our favorite American movie in honor of Independence Day. A favorite American-made movie, is that right?
Just a movie that just screams Americano. Anything like that. It could be American. Could be Team America. Your pick. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Jaws.
Okay. Jaws.
Yep.
Explain.
It takes place on the 4th of July, and a friend of mine actually showed me something that was pretty amazing. Somebody actually went in and made Twitter accounts for every single person that's in the movie Jaws, and like yesterday they had Mayor Vaughn posting like pictures of the boats coming into Amity Harbor and putting stuff like hashtag the beaches are open and
Oh, that's fucking cool.
and I'm looking on there, and then there's another account for freaking Matt Hooper, and then there's another account for like other people that are on the island. I'm like, somebody really put a lot of thought into this. Whoever they are, genius, brilliant, awesome.
Pete.
Oh man, for the 4th of July, I honestly, this is a tough one, because I didn't know it was coming, and that's what she said. But I'm gonna have to go with probably Independence Day, because I remember seeing it in the theater when it first came out, and I was like, I think I was like 16, and it was just like it was such a cool movie, and it was one of those larger than life kind of spectacles that you get one or two of those movies during like your teenage years, maybe childhood years, where you just kind of like can always look back at it and be like, wow, this is just like, it's just kind of a staple of that holiday. And Independence Day for me is one of those movies. Actually, I'm probably going to watch it tonight after the show is over with.
It's like one of those movies that filled the gap when Star Wars wasn't there too. That long gap in between Return of the Jedi and the Phantom Menace. Like everybody went and saw Independence Day, and we were totally geared up for Star Wars.
Yep. Late
as anus.
happens. Yep.
Full Metal Jackass. No, I don't know, man. I thought about Independence Day, but I was like, that's too obvious. But maybe the sequel to Trading Places, Coming to America.
Oh god.
I didn't know that movie had a sequel. Wow.
Huh?
I didn't know that movie had a sequel.
It doesn't, but that was the joke. Sorry, Animal.
Yep, that was the joke.
I get it. All right, fine. I get it.
Born on the 4th of July because the Vietnam War was a scar on America. And they shouldn't have been in there and them rice paddies killing people. They should have been back home feeding everybody.
Okay, Lake is drunk again, obviously.
Damn it, Jim.
Let me go ahead and tell mine before he starts going off again about the vending machines. Anyway, okay, so my movie, I'm gonna bring it down a little. Let's get a little serious. I picked Red Dawn. Now, the reason why I picked the original one, the '80s one, not that one with Thor and what's his face, from the Drake and Josh show, whatever the hell that was. And the reason I picked this movie is because, other than being a great action movie, and I know a lot of people say, well, it's just a dumb action movie and it's a conservative's wet dream. One, no, I don't want to go around having to kill people. I'll kill commies, but not people. Not people. I'll kill commies. And then what's great about it is if you really look at it, at a serious note, it's about a bunch of kids fighting for their freedom, just like, hey, a bunch of these crazy-ass farmers did back in, the 1700s when they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to make our own country, damn it, and screw the British. And that's why I would pick Red Dawn as the most American movie.
Yep, that was really deep, man. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what's funny about that though? Yesterday when we were doing that, I was telling you we were doing the thing with the squirt guns. It was an ongoing joke all afternoon to hold our super soakers up in the air and yell, "Wolverines!"
Hell yeah! So raise your glasses for Independence Day and raise your glasses for those crazy ass farmers who died almost 250 years ago at this point.
Wolverines!
Wolverines!
I'll have a drink of water for the working man there.
Oh hell, there he goes.
God.
We ain't got no yoo-hoo.
Hey, so late you did a video on Robert Pattinson. So what's the final verdict? Is he in or out as the Batman?
I think I'm gonna have to look at that article again. I think I may have read it wrong.
Oh shit!
Wasn't it you that left a comment that said he dropped some other movie? But I could have sworn it said that he was dropping Batman
because of scheduling conflicts or something.
But I think it just says a movie.
The only thing that I said is they need to scrap the movie at this point because it's in development hell. I mean, look at how many problems that thing has had since it first got announced. That they were making a Batman standalone movie as it is, and it keeps changing into something. It's so far from what it started off at the starting gate that I don't think anybody even knows what the movie's about anymore.
Well, Matt Reeves has been working on this for how long now? Because he supposedly has.
He's a fantastic filmmaker. I love his Planet of the Apes movies. I'm sure it will actually be a good movie. It's just that this movie is not getting made. It's almost like a bad omen at this point. You have to just like accept it and say, okay, fine. It's not meant to be. Give it another couple of years and wait a while.
Now, see, you were talking about is it or isn't it? I kind of looked it up and I found an article from Complex 4 hours ago. This is Jaden Smith says he's losing my fucking shit over the future best Batman, Robert Pattinson. So, I mean, I take that as a sign. I mean, Jaden Smith is a be all end all confident source of news, right?
No, Jaden's saying he wants to be Robin. That's what it is. He wants to be Robin. That's why he's sucking up. He's kissing ass.
Yeah. Would my question is, would Jaden be wearing a skirt if he was Robin?
Probably yes.
I mean, I can see him wearing
Batwoman. Or no, not Batwoman.
Batgirl.
Was it?
Well, they made her black now, so you know why not?
What the hell was who?
In the Lego movie, I mean, in that Lego.
Oh yeah, I'll say because the Batwoman, not the Batgirl in the movie. I just did something about that. I can't remember who the hell it was offhand. It was somebody kind of, but oh well.
Sorry, P. When you get old, they say the first three things to go is your memory, and then I forget the other two.
Yeah, exactly. That's about it. I got dad brain, man. But I'm like, I don't know. There's just so much going on in entertainment, and I've been out of the loop for a couple days, so I feel like I'm completely
lost.
Hell of
a week. It really has. It's just like I'm juggling having guests over. I've been going to appointments, and then also trying to keep track of it. And I haven't been able to watch every single video this week either. I've been trying to, but plus trying to make a couple of my own so I don't fall behind. Yeah.
I haven't had service on my phone barely at all.
You want to talk about Polygon's ranking of MCU films?
Oh my God, yes we can.
Yay!
I just jumped on that.
I just did a video on that.
You have the list so we can talk about it.
I am pulling up the website right now. So I got home and I was scrolling through the litany of wonderful websites that we usually get our some of our articles from that we like to dissect and discuss. And I came across this gem from Polygon that listed the 23 best MCU movies. And there's a few of them that I don't have issues with, and there's a few that I outright.
Now, how many movies are there again altogether so far?
Well, if you count Captain Marvel, 23. But I don't like
the 23 best, and there's only 23 movies.
Yeah, they ranked it. This is the 23 Marvel movies of the MCU Infinity Saga ranked, the best and worst from Iron Man to Spider-Man, Far From Home. Yeah, it's and this they won't even list the author's name. It's just by Polygon staff. So we'll scroll through the garbage part of the art, and we'll just get to the rankings. So number 23 was Iron Man 2, and as they go, Whiplash wasn't the best villain. This obviously was not a good follow-up to the original, but it did show a lot of his issues kind of coming to the surface with stress and everything.
It's more of a setup movie.
Yeah, stress. That's a...
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot, in the first one, Obadiah had turned his back on him and he was a trusted ally. He had to deal with his kidnapping, living in a cave. But no, Iron Man 2, I think, what do you guys think about that one? I mean, it wasn't great.
Dead last, I think.
That was my issue.
Yeah, I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite one.
I'd put Marvel, Captain Marvel in there.
Goes there.
Yeah, I think that one was where I was starting to say, oh boy, this is starting to get repetitive.
Yeah.
And see, Iron Man 3 was, which one was that?
That was the one with the third one, the quote unquote Mandarin.
Oh, yeah.
It was the third one.
So to me, Thor 2 was worse.
You're right. Yeah, I think that should probably
as well.
Last.
I gotta be honest about Thor 2: The Dark World. I've kind of softened my stance on that after I've watched it about another 4 or 5 times in the last probably like month and a half. Um, I was really, really like hard on that movie because it just seems slow to me, but I can see a lot more of the subtext and the setup just kind of coming to the forefront now that I've watched it more. But I don't know. I don't think I would put either of those last. Captain Marvel, Lape, like you said, that one objectively not, everything with Brie Larson aside, I do believe that Captain Marvel should honestly be in the 20, anywhere from the 21 to the 23 range, being objective about it. I could see it falling in those last 3 slots. Absolutely.
I haven't seen it yet because I don't want to pay for it.
I streamed it the Friday, the week it came out. It came out on what, Thursday. I streamed it Friday night and watched it, and it was bad. It was just
You are a brave lad. You're doing it so we don't have to. You're doing the Lord's work for us.
Oh, it hurt. It hurt. Number 22 on this list is The Incredible Hulk, 2008.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that those are MCU movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an easily forgettable one.
It's really bad. I remember seeing that because I was really excited that Ed Norton was going to be Bruce Banner. I thought that was a fantastic fit. I'm a huge Ed Norton fan. And then I watched the movie and I was so disappointed because I also like Tim Roth. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. But they're barely in the movie. And when they are in the movie, they're just chasing each other and not talking and not like emoting or anything. They're chasing each other. And then like the last, like say half hour of the movie, it's just like your standard monster movie.
Yeah, it detracted from the range. That they're 2 great actors, and Tim Roth is one of my favorite actors too. Like Reservoir Dogs is one of my favorite performances of his.
Yeah.
Because he was great in that, and Ed Norton has a litany of films under his belt, Yeah, he just one of my favorite performances of his is American History X.
Yep.
He was absolutely amazing in that movie.
That one and the score was really good too.
Yes. But this one, the Hulk, like I said, it was easy to like this movie coming off the 2003 Hulk with, was it Eric Bana?
Hulk with Eric Bana and
Hector of Troy.
Yeah, it was bad. That one was bad. So
Nick
this
Nolte,
one wasn't.
Nick Nolte's over the top was over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, this
over the top.
Yeah, this one I can completely agree with falling into that spot. Number 21, Thor, the very first one from 2011.
What?
That was not that bad.
No, that's not that bad. Like I said, this list is
actually was surprisingly good. I think everybody was just surprised that it didn't suck. Like,
yeah,
I was so sure Thor. I always thought Thor was a dork when I was growing up. Like he was like one of the dorkiest characters in the MCU. Yep. I'm like, this movie can't be.
Yeah, he has that helmet with the feathers and all that shit.
Yeah. Wasn't that the second one after Iron Man?
I think so.
Well, this one was 2011, so yeah.
That's where it all starts for me with Iron Man. That forget the Incredible Hulk garbage. Although they had the the end credit scenes and all that other stuff. I mean, some of the characters do show up. So
yes,
right. Yeah, they kind of show the shield.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it's an accident and how much of it is on purpose.
Yeah,
it was kind
so
of
that means
they've on accident. They don't plan ahead.
They've ranked the first Thor movie below Thor 2
and Thor Ragnarok. Yes,
and Captain Marvel.
Captain Meh. Yep.
Meh.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, real quick. Speaking of Meh, I was at the Walmart the other day, and they had the display box for Captain Meh. And on the side, it had the picture of that cat, and right above it was a quote from an article saying the best cat in movie history. I'm like, oh god, But then I get to the front of it, and I saw all the DVDs, but right above it there's a little sign that says only 2 per customer, and I'm like, yeah, no, there ain't no problem there. Ain't nobody.
That was circulating on social media. It was basically somebody took a pile of sticky notes and they were writing "Where's Lita" and sticking them all over the Captain Meh DVD.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's funny.
That rack of T-shirts in Walmart, Adam, that I sent you that picture of, and that you made that video on.
You sent me a rack.
That entire rack of T-shirts is still there, and it's spilled over into the other ones that are already. Every one of them is already sold out, minus like maybe 2 or 3 2 or 3 Batman shirts, and like there's a stack of the Avengers shirts there because it's just not a very good Avengers shirt. But that Captain Marvel shirt, there's still every single one of them there. It's freaking
Got rid of a
hilarious.
single one of them yet, huh?
No,
man,
no.
shocking
Um,
surprise.
But before we get off the Thor topic, Giggity, I wanted to I wanted to talk about like a Thor reference because you were talking about the Thor appearance, and it kind of correlates to another movie that just had an anniversary, which was Adventures in Babysitting. Now, if anybody here has seen Adventures in Babysitting as many times as I have, because I love that movie, Elizabeth Shue is in it, and she's kind of still one of my celebrity crushes. Yeah, the little girl in that movie
Became a lesbian.
was obsessed with Thor. No,
Right.
no, she was obsessed with Thor, and she
Yeah,
had
but I was.
the wing. She probably did. She had
She did.
the wing. I don't know. That's funny though.
I'm telling you.
I don't
I'm
not
just
believe
fucking
you.
with
Trust me.
you.
It wouldn't surprise me. What the fuck? She probably got a gender change or some shit like that, or a sex change.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
But no, she just dressed up like Thor, and then later on in the movie, they meet this tow truck driver, and he has like the wind's blowing, and he has this like long blonde hair. He's this like big guy, and it's like she thinks he's Thor, and it just kind of made me laugh because it's like he's actually a little bit bigger than Chris Hemsworth, and it was like that whole image. It looked like the comic book Thor, is what I was rounding it back to. But number 20 on this list, and this is where if we thought it shit the bed already, it gets worse because it lists Infinity War at number 20.
What?
Not Endgame.
I agree with that.
Oh hell!
Wow,
I don't
at
know if
number
it belongs to
There goes
20.
Lee talking shit.
Infinitely bored. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, that movie
I-
gave me a headache, dude. It really did. Yeah, but I don't think it's that bad.
I
yeah,
think-
I don't
Man,
know
don't kiss
about
ass the
20, but
late.
it's huh?
I was telling Adam, don't kiss ass the lady. He don't give a
don't know.
shit.
I don't agree with them. I don't think it belongs at 20.
Yeah,
But the
maybe
movie did
15
give me
instead
a
of 20, but yeah, it's down there. It's that movie is so daggone boring. See, by then I was so checked out of the MCU because it was so repetitive. And I finally watched it like I don't know, maybe a year or more after it'd been out, and it was just like, I gotta pause and go take a crap. This movie's so boring.
Damn.
Oh, they're punching each other again for some reason. I can't even pay attention.
I have it. I have this one's actually. I'll get to my list at the end, but it's much higher than 20. I don't think it should be in the 20s. That's for sure. Number 19, Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, that should be
needs
like
to be
18
lower.
or
Mhm.
22. No, wait a minute. It's not 25. That should be like 23.
That one puts me to sleep, man. Wow.
Although you said you liked it better after you've watched it, man. It's more
I
more cerebral or something. I don't know.
I do like it better now that I've watched it more, but I wouldn't put it up higher on the list than 15. There's no chance in that. I mean, it's kind of fallen in that spot where I would say like the 17 to 19 range is pretty safe for this one.
If you're saying cerebral is going to put you in a coma, then
Yeah.
sure.
Well, no, you
Mhm.
have to think about it more.
No, there was just some little things in it that I mean, just the little Easter eggs. But like I said, I'm not winning. I'm not trying to win hearts and minds with it. I just like it a little more than I did previously.
I bet what's his name was wishing he hadn't quit Doctor Who when he made that movie. Either
Who's
that
that?
or G.I. Joe: The Rise of the Cobra.
Hey, that was a great movie. Not funny.
Oh,
It wasn't, dude.
I know.
oh.
Yeah,
Do you
Number-
believe
I have no
Which
idea.
Channing Tatum as a G.I. Joe?
Oh, no, I've never seen any of the G.I. Joe movies. I refuse
Anyways,
to
back
watch
to the
those.
MCU.
Oh, yeah, number 18, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Because they'll do something else strange for a piece of change.
That
It's
one
probably
was
my least favorite character origin story, Doctor Strange. It just seems like it's like, well, here I am, and now I'm Doctor Strange. I'm like, wow, that was so much build.
He was always Doctor Strange. Now he's the mystic master of the mystic arts. You know how many arms he has?
he was messing around with Captain Marvel in the in one of the Captain Marvel comics too.
But he was using all 6 arms too and everything.
Oh, he'd have to with that. He's running his fingers through that. Can I talk to the manager haircut?
You know? Say, hey, baby. Want to
Number,
talk to the manager? I am the manager.
he's like, I'm gonna turn this into a Me Too moment. All right, number 17, the Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right.
that's
That one's
fine.
safe there. The best thing I like about that is number one, it introduced probably one of my favorites in the MCU, Scarlet Witch, played by Elizabeth Olsen. And number two, anything with James Spader doing a voice, especially an evil robot that can potentially like End Civilization. I like James Spader in that role, but aside from that, the movie was kind of a hot mess.
Yep. Agreed.
Agreed.
Let's see what else
All
we
right.
got here. Number 16, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Fuck yeah, that goes way up higher on that list.
Yeah.
A little bit higher for me, not that high.
This one's if not right in the top 10, probably just outside for me. I would not put it at 16, that's for sure. There's a few other ones that could be bumped onto that spot. Lape, what say ye about the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I don't give a shit. That's what he's gonna say.
It's the only MCU movie that I've watched that I haven't finished.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I got
Then how
halfway
can you-
through and was just like, I'm done.
Nope. Like, okay.
Well, you're well documented as saying like how much you were just pretty much over the MCU by Endgame anyway. So
By Iron Man 3, I was just like, oh, just please let it end. It's like I was like, with it became a where I would watch a movie, and a third of the way through it, I figured out which of the 3 scripts they're doing, and I knew where it was going for the rest of it.
You can see the.
I was
the
like,
beats
oh,
coming
this is gonna
out.
happen. This. Okay, I'm done. Next movie.
very, 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 very formulaic, as it were.
Very. Oh my gosh! There's a picture of Jesse Milestone and Jeff Hicks on the Facebook page.
I did not see that yet.
Did you see the
Hi,
Pornhub
Lake.
one?
Welcome to the internet.
Yes. Well, it's not porn. It said something else. That is. I did a little research while you guys were chatting, and I found that young lady wearing the same top in a different picture, and that is Cassidy Heights, and she's only 6'3" without those heels. So there you go.
See, Lape's interested.
Now, what she does for a living, I don't know, but that's her name. And I'm on a Mac. If you're on a Windows machine, scroll at your own risk.
what she does for a living, she probably does by the hour.
Or per scene.
Damn.
Water.
See, Lake knows these things. No.
Giggity.
You got a question about the porn industry? Ask Lake. He'll tell you everything you need to know.
I did image searches, and then somebody posted one about the 2 volleyball players, and I actually looked that up previously because I knew the name of one of them, and that one's actually photoshopped. She's only like 5'11", but then someone's Photoshop made her much larger. I mean, the young woman standing next to her is like 5'3" or something. But
You talking about the
They've
butt
exaggerated.
picture with the volleyball pitch?
I don't know. It's the one someone responded. Who was it that posted that picture?
Oh God, I don't remember. I know which one you're talking about.
I must have missed this.
Yeah, it showed up on my Facebook thing, and now I can't find it because
It's been a long week.
Yeah. Well, Facebook's kind of like Twitter. You just get stuff in random order.
Yeah.
The algorithms on Facebook are bad too. They're almost as bad on Facebook as they are on YouTube for as far as like your friends list goes and things like that. It's I know you can adjust your feed, but it's still messed up. So let's move on. I feel weird now. I'm the one trying to keep everybody on track now.
I'm
You're
listening.
the one that goes off the rails. You got to put us back on track.
We're keeping the
You
conversation.
guys come across one with a redhead holding this shorter redhead up against the wall.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Oh, that one.
I just watched that video
Yeah.
not long
No,
ago.
all
actually.
I did was ask because, where can I find this porno?
That's the one that's like it's been a Darth Vader meme. It says if this is a consular ship, where's the ambassador?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to one of
I
my,
forget that the lady's one redhead's name, but anyway.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't have a tab open right now.
Yeah.
All right, number 15 on the list, Ant-Man.
See, I haven't seen that one.
I enjoyed it. I like Paul Rudd though, man. I do. I like Paul Rudd, and more happy I could not be that his name was attached to the new Ghostbusters because I think,
he's
even
gonna be
like
X-Men too.
I'm cool with Paul Rudd. I like Paul Rudd. But so number 15, it's in there. I'm all right with that one. What say the panel?
Yeah, I don't care. I could care less.
Or is there anything?
I mean, I like Paul
All right,
Rudd and all. I'm not saying anything bad about Paul Rudd. I'm just saying whatever
Yeah,
on the movie.
I don't care if you have a different opinion, dude. I don't care. That's fine. No. Number
He
14,
says that
Captain
now,
America's.
but watch when we get back to the chat, he'll be talking shit like Tap, you stupid asshole! Don't you disagree with me ever again?
Oh, you fucking know it's coming. No. Number 14, Captain America Civil War. This one for me is probably right where it belongs. Maybe a peg, maybe down a notch or two, but up towards the 12 spot. But I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't great. It had its messes in it. You know, it was a lot put into this movie to kind of round out the Captain America trilogy, but it was more of an Avengers type movie. So
I think it's overrated. I really
It should have been called Avengers Civil War.
it basically was.
It should have been called Tom Clancy's Captain America.
No. Tom Clancy. They wish they were a Tom Clancy film or book. Don't even compare it. They wish.
All right, so we're all good on that one. Number 13, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think you take this. I think you take this one and you put it where Ant-Man is and put Ant-Man at 15. Evangeline Lilly, I really liked her on Lost, even though she was a manipulative bitch that broke up Sawyer and Kate and ultimately caused Sawyer and Juliet and caused Juliet's death. But in this one,
she talking about Lost.
Yes. Now you let me talk about Lost. God damn it! No, she kind of overshadowed Paul Rudd a little bit in this, and I didn't really care for it. I like her character, but I know her comic doesn't sell worth a shit, and that doesn't surprise me. But I didn't think this was a number 13 spot. No.
Mm.
I found the picture. Raymond Griggs.
The first Ant-Man would be better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to say that at least.
Absolutely.
I'm fucking drunk.
Oh, and here's where the list gets even worse. Number 12, Captain Man. And the pictures and the picture is amazing because it's Brie Larson and Nick Fury in the elevator, and she's just staring out with that dead fucking look in her eyes like a plank of wood. Like that picture that the Appalachian American posted in the World Class Facebook group of the piece of wood that he drew eyes on has more fucking personality and life in it than her face in this shot. So putting this at number 12 was absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was honestly like expecting it to be like in the top 5, honestly. Number 11.
That's too fucking tall.
It's
sorry.
Number 11, Iron Man 3. They put fucking Iron Man 3 at number 11.
That's one of those movies.
It's high
about it after I left the theater.
I am, but I don't agree with this list, so they can't blame it on that. Depending on what they were on, I mean, it might be crack the way they fucking did this list.
It might be assholes. They just.
I mean, I liked Iron Man. I liked Iron Man 3 better than 2, but not that much better.
No.
Look, Shane Black has lost his shit. Did you ever see that new Predator movie?
No, I didn't see it yet. I didn't want.
Am I echoing?
No.
It's super dumb. It's almost so dumb it's beautiful. Like it might be a watch.
I mean, it had its moments, but yeah.
No, it's I don't know which one's worse. Actually, what would be a good watch party one is AVP Requiem. I went and saw that in the theater with a couple of friends of mine. There was like 2 dudes down front, and by half, like not even a fourth of the way into the movie, we started making fun of it like out loud. And then those 2 dudes started laughing at us, and then they were making fun of it too. So it's like it was like what we do when we do watch parties. It's like,
where we drink and talk and go, oh yeah, we are watching a movie.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh shit.
But yeah, the Predator is it's like you can't believe it's none of those movies where it's like this went through a process where multiple people saw this and said, yeah, let's go with that. And you don't understand how that happened. It's another one of those kind of movies. It's
nope.
Like Last Jedi type bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched AVP Requiem. I think I rented it after it came out, but I can't remember a thing about it. That's how memorable it was to me.
I had a bootleg of it.
Anything going for it in recent days, so it's not like they really ruined anything, unlike The Last Jedi. But it was a very badly made movie.
Okay, yeah.
The Appalachian American said The Wasp was like my MCU crush.
She's
That's
remember
fine.
that
She's a beautiful woman, I think.
oh yeah, Evangeline Lilly's gorgeous. Like, all right,
Yep.
she's 39 years old too. I had to look up her age. She's my age, so
Yeah.
I had to look that up. But yeah,
She has
no,
to wear a corset to give her some shape. But yeah, well,
yeah,
and then obviously when you don't see her face and she's jumping around, it's usually when the stunt women, and I've seen both
Yep.
the stunt women, they both have nice butts.
Yeah.
Unlike Cheese Larson.
Oh, yeah, wasp.
Cheese
Hey,
Larson.
the Appalachian American. That's hashtag wasp butt. Get that one trending.
There you go.
Hashtag wasp butt. So thank you for that one, Adam.
Evangeline's got one nice one too. I mean, that's what
She
got my
does.
attention the first season of Lost. I was like,
Oh God,
hot women
She
running
was-
around in their underwear. I might have to watch this show.
she's really athletic too. I remember her when she was on it was like the Late Show with Craig Kilborn, and he got her with the she did the gun show on there, and I was impressed. I'm like, because she's a tiny little little woman, but she had some nice pipes on her too. I was like, oh, that's impressive, But number 10 on this list is the Avengers, the original Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
I have so I have this one. This one's up higher on my list. I think, but no, I'm all right with the opinion that it goes there. That's fine.
The first time seeing them all together was the rush, but the actual enemy being Loki, he's probably still the best villain in the MCU, at least in my opinion, anyway. Some people might say Thanos, and that's fine. That's a pretty close, but I still like Loki as the villain because I like a villain that is like likable and funny.
That's absolutely, Adam.
Thanos was always 100% serious all the time, so he didn't really make me laugh. But Loki could make you laugh sometimes, and sometimes he's good, and sometimes he isn't. And I think that makes him a more compelling villain, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah. Now the Kilrathi or whatever the alien entity that they're fighting in the movie, that's when the movie starts getting boring for me. When they start throwing way too much CG at you, I start checking out.
The Shatari.
Whatever they're called.
You said the Karathi?
The Dothraki?
That's what it sounded like you was trying to say. This ain't no Game of Thrones fucking podcast.
Tushy, something or other. Yeah.
No, the the Shatari. But no, man, I know.
Hold on, Pete. Hold on.
Yeah,
Give me a second. I'm about to shoot my gun real quick. Just get ready for the loud pop that's about to go off.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, damn, where's this dude at?
Not worth it, Tap. You got your whole life ahead of you.
I'm enjoying this whiskey my brother got me. It's because speaking of Game of Thrones, it's a Johnny Walker, but it's called White Walker, and like it actually turns a different color when you have it in the freezer. And damn, if it's good.
So wait, this White Walker appropriates other colors and then uses them as its own. Oh no, this is problematic.
Everything's problematic, man.
On the front of the bottle by chance. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walk.
The eyes of a ranger are upon you.
And the unsuspecting stranger have better know the truth from wrong for right.
And there's
the eyes of the ranger are upon you.
There's a strike right there, ladies and gentlemen. So number 9 on the list is the original. Is the original Iron Man movie.
Damn. That needs to be higher.
Dude.
The first Iron Man is like so rewatchable. You could watch that so many times and still like it, and like it could just be by itself.
It stands up. It really does.
Yeah.
That's the thing about that movie.
It's all Robert Downey Jr. too.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
The whole fucking movie.
That fucking crackhead.
Shit, reformed, baby, reformed. He
ain't reformed. Look, man, now that he's out of the MCU, he's gonna go back to doing drugs because he's made so much fucking money.
If he does, I want to party with him. But number 8. Now this one really pisses me off. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This I'm not even gonna hide it. This is number 1 on my list of
that needs to be higher. Yep, I love that one.
I fucking love this movie. What's that?
Wait, you said first Avenger, not Winter Soldier, right?
Oh yeah, Winter Soldier is that's number 8. I think that's a really
good movie.
Yeah, that's my number 1. That's just my personal. That's my favorite one. Number 7. Now it starts to get worse here. Number
It's his
7.
favorite, but he's already moving on to the next one.
It's
We couldn't even talk about it for a little bit.
What? Well, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to sit here and fanboy out over the list. Plus, over this because I mean, I've given my reasons why I think it's a great story. It's absolutely, and it shows. The thing that really kills me is the helicarriers in it.
Mm-hmm. Those poor
I like those
helicarriers.
so much.
They didn't deserve to get shot.
It was such a fucking waste. I'm like, why haven't they recreated these yet? Like, what is wrong with you idiots? Like, these need to happen. Like, I want to see one of those get used in a movie and just dust like a million people, like triangulated. I don't care if it's in an alternate timeline. I just want to see the helicarriers work. But no, I really liked Sebastian Stan as Bucky, and I think him and
the first Avenger is the G.I. Joe movie we should have gotten. Like, they should have got that director and made a G.I. Joe movie like that. All right, that's the way I pictured a G.I. Joe movie. Right, like all of this tech and all this like ridiculous, just like piles of Cobra soldiers everywhere. It would have been great.
Yeah,
Cobra, it's Cobra.
Cobra, la 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 la. You remember Cobra La? That was bad.
But then we would have seen a bunch of dudes, jumping out of helicopters with parachutes and shit. That would have been funny.
PG-13.
They all announced their presence by yelling Cobra.
Yep. Cobra.
Channing Tatum stink anywhere near that movie.
So
Masters of the Universe, and then like G.I. Joe accidentally goes into a parallel portal, and they goes into the Masters of the Universe.
That'll be a crossover movie for later.
Yep, right there.
Movie, don't worry. It's probably already greenlit while you're bullshitting.
That happened with my G.I. Joes and my He-Man action figures many times, and the result for the G.I. Joes was never good, even with their tech advantage.
Because they just be shooting; they don't actually hit anybody.
Yep, they were just way overpowered by the Masters of the Universe. Yeah. The stormtroopers. Well, we had a big battle the other day with all the stormtroopers in the living room. I dumped all my clones out, and surprisingly, I put the heels over. I'm like, no, Trey, we're heel fans. Heels go over.
Back to your list.
Back to the list. Number 7, Spider-Man: Far From Home. This is absolutely hilarious that they put this one at number 7 on the list already when it just came out this week. It's nowhere near deserving of a top 15, let alone a top 10 spot.
Well, it's not everybody's 13.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough. Can we all agree that this has gone far enough? We need an intervention here.
Want a John Hughes movie? Let John Hughes do it. All right, you're not John Hughes. There never will be another John Hughes. So don't try to be John Hughes. Just saying.
Wait, why are we talking about John Hughes?
Because that movie's basically made to look like a John Hughes movie.
Which movie?
If you've seen any John Hughes movies at all, if you've seen The Breakfast Club or
I know, but what movie are you talking about?
Talking about Spider-Man: Far From Home, the one we're talking about, you drunk ass.
Oh, yeah, I don't care for that movie. Fuck it.
He's gone. He's
gone. What?
I
fighting words, man. You want to fight?
What was it? I know. I watched Far From Home Tuesday night in the most uncomfortable theater, probably in the Western Hemisphere, on a horrible screen with bad sound. And I was I was optimistic about it.
Money of you.
No, I just wasn't happy with it after a couple days of reflection. It's kind of been like this, just growing, not like a rage, but just like a slow burn of just anger about like just a lot of things in the movie I didn't like. I don't know. It seemed a lot of it's just hokey now. And like you said, we're done with the
lack of Sam Raimi.
Yes, my God, can we please stop High School Spider-Man? It's over. We don't need to see him.
You mean Spider-Boy?
And then Zendaya, I don't like her as MJ. She's a fine actress, I'm sure, but I don't
really hated about the movie was the talking suit. That was a little bit too much for me. I couldn't deal with that. I'm like, we got one character that does that. We don't need two characters to do that.
Yep, and the whole like
new Iron Man, so you're going to see more of it.
And they leaned on that too much. And are we doing? Is this like spoiler free, or can we just like?
Hell no, it's not spoiler free. Tell everything.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure because
wait a minute, hold on.
Was Donnie Darko sexy in that movie?
I want to sing "Tears for Fears" now, man. Dun, 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 dun. You know what song I'm talking about. Oh shit. Anyway, no, Jake Gyllenhaal was good, but like Mysterio, like I
Hang
said,
on,
it's
wait,
all,
hold on. It's spoiler alert, guys. Just letting you know.
Spoiler
This is
alert.
spoiler alert.
Let me ask you, before we get into spoilers, is this something that I need to go see or no? Because I haven't seen it.
Not really. I mean, it does for me. It didn't advance the MCU at all. The post and mid credit scenes are pretty well. Like, I mean, I guess they're working towards something.
What movie are we talking about?
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
He's drunk too. See,
the new one.
Yeah,
the bullshit just came out.
I'm not drunk. I'm just not paying attention.
God damn it, Lake.
Well, somebody
matter.
has to be the
Nobody's
senile old
anymore
man.
anyway,
Might as well be me.
Well, let's wait.
I don't have to try very hard, so
I won't. I won't go into anything
what
right
she
now about
said.
Spider-Man. We'll talk about
that's
that.
cool, Seth, that you liked it. I mean, we all can all have different opinions.
I liked it at first. There's things I like and there's things I don't like. But so let's move on. Let's finish this list. It's gone on long enough. That's what she said. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what he said.
No.
Guardians.
I've heard that from my wife. It's only been 15 years. Come on, will you please finish? I gotta go back to sleep.
Yep. What the fuck
The
are you doing?
kids are gonna be up at 6 o'clock.
This is just like lay there.
All right. So what did you say?
Guardians of the Galaxy is number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can be
I
talking.
liked it, but whatever. I could take it or leave it.
I liked it.
Look, there's far
was
better movies in the MCU universe.
Yeah, but I liked that it was a departure
Like, hey,
from what
all
the
you kids
other
need to
one.
watch Platoon. Now, talk about a heartbreak that'll tear at your heartstrings. I mean, when Elias was just, he raises his hands up to the sky and say, "I'm getting killed by this VC cop."
Just watch. Just if you want to watch a Vietnam movie, watch Full Metal Jacket. There you go.
No. We're not gonna talk about. If we want to talk about Vietnam War movies, it's Hamburger Hill. It's gonna beat them all.
I was thinking.
That one's a good one too. Number 5 on the list, Thor Ragnarok.
No.
I love
love
Ragnarok, but not that much.
No. It's in the top 10. But
Commander
it's not,
Cody's
like,
in
it's
here.
like 9 or 10 or maybe 11.
Commander Cody.
Commander Cody.
Hail to thee, Commander Cody.
Oh, hi, Commander Cody.
I keep telling his ass to do that Order 66, but he's just dragging his ass.
Is that Commander Cody?
He hasn't executed.
Is Goober Brothers Entertainment Commander Cody?
Yes, it is. That Goober Brothers Entertainment Commander Cody.
And I subscribe to him.
Yep, he's got some good stuff, man. Okay, so number 5, we don't think Thor Ragnarok belongs number 5.
No.
Number 4, Avengers Endgame. I'm at negative on this one. At one point, I had Endgame as high as number 3 on my list, but it has since dropped out of the top 5 completely.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be as rewatchable as people think it is.
No,
I just don't.
no.
I don't even really
Hang
know
over
if I wanna
tomorrow.
buy it. So I'm not.
Nope.
I liked it in the movie theaters, but I didn't go back and see it again. And it's better than Infinity War, but that's really all I can see.
Yeah. Now, number 3 is Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is complete and utter bullshit. To see that,
okay.
Yeah,
That's my opinion of that.
Yeah, this like I said, this list is made by a bunch of asshats because
Did you guys hear about Tom Holland wants Spider-Man to be gay?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Come on,
I'm gonna do a video on it as soon as we get off the air.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know I saw that
That's not
article.
gonna happen. Fucking
Maybe
gay
we
ass
should
Spider-Man.
save it for next week then, huh?
Yeah. Well, that'll be the next reboot.
We'll save that for
Okay,
next week.
so
His instead of black and red suit, it'll just be
Rainbow.
pink and with.
it'll be a rainbow.
It'll be rainbow.
Rainbows.
We'll release it on Pride Day.
The rains in Africa.
That's a great song. Don't you sell it by
What's that
associating with
song?
it.
I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Toto is a goddamn national treasure.
Hey, Toto only sounds good when I see fucking Nazi imagery in World War II. True story.
Number 2 is God damn it,
North Africa Corps for the win.
Listen, Dap and I, brother, I'm coming for you when I climb up the top of the 700-foot high steel cage and I drop that elbow all the way from heaven when I had that heart attack and hit that telephone pole in the Jeep. Oh, yeah. I'm coming for you, brother. There you go.
Anyway.
There's my Macho Man. Anyway, number 2, Black Panther.
Kiss my ass with that.
Surprisingly, it's not number 1, so that's about
Right.
the only shot I have there.
Kiss my ass. It was not that good. I don't give a shit when anyone says. They can say it's okay movie, whatever.
If any of
Black
you guys
Panther was
ever-
that good. Fuck the sister. That's the one thing that made me
Have you
mad
ever
was the
seen the
damn
movie
sister.
Heathers? Any of you ever seen the movie Heathers?
Yes, I
Not
love
in a
that
long,
movie.
long
You know
time.
how there's the ongoing joke through the whole movie they keep highlighting passages from Moby Dick? That's basically what Black Panther is. Everyone wants to go around and say, okay, so what's your favorite line in Black Panther? Because obviously everybody's favorite movie is Black
Was
Panther.
I stab at thee? Sneakers.
No, yeah. That one, I actually, I'm gonna get to my just a quick top 5. My top 5 in just a minute.
Show these
But
idiots number 1s first. Yeah.
Number 1 is Captain America: The First Avenger, and that one's not. I can't really argue with it. I have now mine is a little bit different. Just my top 5, real quick, is the number 5, the first Avengers movie. Number 4, I have Infinity War. Number 3, and here I'm going to dive into my bunker as I say Black Panther. Number 2, Iron Man, and number 1 is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay, cool.
And the only reason, there's a few of them like Black Panther, I've seen it probably a dozen times, and I don't think it's by far anywhere near the best movie in the MCU. This is just my personal list.
You racist, homophobic, sexist motherfucker.
Yeah. If anybody would peg me as a stereotype to hate that movie, you know, that's what they would.
Keyword peg.
Ah, shit. I guess I should not have used that word.
That's
You know,
an
if anybody
invitation for me.
Yeah, shit.
Hey,
I don't
as
know.
long as it's a real woman.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
you know.
It's 2019, so.
You know, let's be accepting here.
No, it's
giggity,
got to be a
that-
real woman. I don't want a trans.
Yeah, no, none of that shit. No Blair Whites.
I mean, if you're into
Anyway,
that, that's your game. That's not my game. That's all.
No,
You don't like Blair White?
anyway, yeah,
Who's
no.
that going?
I
What's
don't
that?
know. Who's that going?
All right,
I think it's Tap.
come on, Pete.
So no, I'm done. Like I said, I had that was Polygon's list, and we've pretty much come to the conclusion that they're absolutely insane to put. I mean, to have Spider-Man: Far From Home at number 7 already, and then Homecoming at number 3 is on any list is
Yeah.
absolutely
And
absurd.
that one just came out this
Shilling
week,
for the
right?
man.
Yeah,
When did
that's
it come out this week or last week.
it just came out Tuesday.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
opened
thought.
to like wide scale release, I guess you could say it.
4th of
Yeah,
July
this-
weekend, which nobody
this-
goes to movies on a 4th of July weekend anymore. The theater can't seem to figure that out, that people just don't go out on the 4th of July.
No, this was
What's the
shilling. This
theater?
was like an
Exactly.
exercise in shilling 101 by
Well,
Polygon.
that list was conducted. You know, it was put together to make sure that the ones that weren't very good, they kind of low. You know, like Captain Marvel, they had it where higher than it should be.
Yep.
But it's still down the list, so it was probably well calculated not to piss anybody off. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Look, she's in the top 15 still.
yeah. Very,
You know?
very.
But the
Yeah.
patriarchy.
Yeah. Sanitized.
My representation.
Yeah. But if you take the cat out of the movie, it's only like 23.
Yeah. Yeah, that loses a lot after you take the cat out. And we don't
That
mean the
poor
cat
cat.
lady.
You never bought a cat.
Oh hell.
What was that?
What was what?
Oh, that
What?
robotic cat, whatever that was, or whatever I heard said. Man, it's
I said that poor cat. You know, the one that's like a big deal, and because that's the one thing good about Captain Med was the cat.
Cat
Which is
Pan,
sad.
man.
Yeah, I do like. Well, wait, EVS says it. Cat Pan Marvel.
Yep.
Speaking of EVS, to our listeners, I don't care what EVS says. He's the daddy of comics. Comics guy. I don't care what the fuck he says. I'm gonna call him daddy from now on because he's our daddy. He says he don't want to be, but he's the daddy.
Now, is there more squabbling and infighting in Comicsgate? Like, I've been away for 3 days
I'm
and
sure there's
what
gonna be. I
happened?
mean, the main thing is this whole Nasser thing, and that I forgot what the other guy's name was, Doug or something. I could be wrong, so don't quote
Are,
me. There was
Doug,
this
what's his?
big, yeah,
Oh,
and there
I
was
know who
this
you're
big
talking
old
about.
thing, yeah, and because
Doug,
something about he
Doug
was
today.
talking shit. Yeah, he was, and Nasser uh, wants to leave Comicsgate, and that's whatever. But at first, I was like, okay, don't give him shit because he's so young. I mean, you got some smart ones, but then when I found out more about the story, he seems like he's just a dumbass, just like any other 21-year-old. I mean,
Yeah,
whatever.
Nasser was it? I was listening to a stream one night. It was one of Cecil's streams, and I heard there was a couple. I can't remember who it was exactly. I think Nasser was on there, but they were talking, and I remember them kind of just throwing some shade. And I was just like, man, I was like, you really don't want to do that because you're in a great position right now. And that's the thing about, like, I'm talking about leaving Comicsgate. It's a voluntary thing. There's no membership cards. Nobody's gatekeeping anybody. It's just a place for independent creators. It's a movement, absolutely, but these SJWs and shit want to like try to pin it down and call it this and that, and it's like it's people are free to come and go as they please.
The
But
Appalachian American says he's a Skrull.
Wait, is he saying Nasser's a scroll or he's a scroll?
Yeah, did you mean Nasser, the Appalachian American?
Nasser's a scroll.
Or Daddy E? Which one?
Yeah, he did try to kill a kitten, apparently.
There you go.
I'm like, okay. But that was a funny ass stream, though. You should listen to that. I think it was the one about the Mad magazine, because he accidentally says big titties instead of big titles. EBS, so this is EBS. It was hilarious. I was like, oh shit. When he said big titties.
Those slip-ups are intentional, trust me.
It was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy EBS. Yep.
Yeah.
Sharp wit.
He's a showman. He knows.
Hopefully, I'll get to be on one of those Comicsgate live streams. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming.
Yes, it is.
So, does anybody want to talk about Batista at all, or no?
Yeah, like I'll let me say what I'm gonna say. Look, that one movie with the one guy, and then that guy like had sex with that one girl, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then he killed that one dude, right? And I'm like, dude, why did you kill that guy? And then you had sex with that other chick. And then the motherfucker was like, well, I don't give a fuck what I do. That's what I got to say about that.
I am so confused.
My ears.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I know. I'm just talking out my ass. I'm talking out my ass.
Batista, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, help me,
Some
Ron.
Batista was throwing some shade at the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, fuck. I don't care about. Oh no, wait, real quick though. Speaking of the Fast and the Furious franchise, like, because that new one, that spin-off one, is coming out in August, and that's my grandma's what's it called, birthday. It comes out on her birthday, and she loves Fast and the Furious, and I told her, does she want to see it? And she was like, yeah, okay. And then, but then she found out it was a spin-off, so no Vin Diesel and all that shit. She's like, and she basically told me, if you don't have Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, or shit, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I was like, so we're not gonna watch that movie no more. She said, fuck all. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's it. He's done. Take it away from him. Yep. You better start mixing them a little bit lighter.
Yep.
I think it's funny that Batista throws shade at anybody when he's lucky to have a job, because all he has to do is basically go out there and act like himself. Is just a big lunkhead. Yeah, Dave, I'm talking to you, buddy.
He needs to calm down.
He does.
He can always, go sharking or go out and wrestle a manatee or something like that.
Oh man, no. He, like I said, the Fast and the Furious. I haven't watched one since like the second one, I think. And I was never really a fan. It was just kind of something that like a group of friends was going to see. So I went, just go and check it out. And I was like, I was not really into it. I was not really into like building little
Wait, stop lying. Group of friends, you don't have friends. You just met us.
I did. I actually had real life friends at one point, and now I don't because I'm old and I stay home with my kid every day, and I just make him just mold him further into mini me, which is I'm preparing the next generation for the takeover.
That should be your next cosplay. You and your son, you as Dr. Evil, him as Mini Me.
Oh, trust me. I asked him if he wanted to shave his head the other day, and he said, yeah, and my wife put the kibosh on that really quick.
Get him one of those little skin caps. I think those are good.
Oh yeah, I would love to do that because it's funny too because it wouldn't look right because he's so like light skinned, and me I have that I get a more golden brown hue to me in the summertime. I don't know why, but I do, and yeah, he's very of fair skinnedness, so it looks funny.
So I took your advice, Pete, and I watched that Charlie's Angels trailer.
Oh my God. I haven't got to watch your video yet. I just got home today and I was like, I want to watch Adam's video on it.
What is that? What is that movie made for? Who is that? What is the audience intended for?
I think it's an Elizabeth Banks self-flagellation.
Hey, we weren't talking shit about Fast and the Furious, Appalachian American. We're just, expressing our opinion. We ain't talking shit. We're just talking about how dumb Batista is for acting like an idiot.
Yeah. He loves the Appalachian American loves those movies though. So no, man, I just not my thing. Like I said, they have their own merits and they have their audience. Not my thing though.
Don't mean there, man. I don't really have anything against them. It's just not my bag of chips.
No,
yeah.
Forte. Remember when they were just about cars and all that and car racing?
No, that's why I didn't watch it because I don't give a shit about cars. It's just I'm not really a motorhead. I don't care.
I like some old classic
cars. Are great, man. You can get somewhere from one place to the other. Gas sucks, but you're not into cars. You better give up your car right now.
I like going out and pushing the button and my truck starts. I'm happy.
Isn't that cool how they do that now?
Yep. But yeah, that we were talking about the Charlie's Angels. Who is that made for, Adam? I like Lape said, that's Elizabeth Banks' self-flagellation. That was literally like written by Elizabeth Banks, directed by Elizabeth Banks, starring Elizabeth Banks.
Grip. She was the key grip. She was the producer, executive producer. Yeah. She did the concession stands and everything. She did it all.
Elizabeth Banks brings her vision.
It's a female version of The Room.
Oh my
God! If you were going to do a female-centric feminist movie, Charlie's Angels is probably the one franchise I would probably want to stay the farthest away from.
Yeah, she did Valley of the Dolls.
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, that's an old movie.
No,
that's an obscure movie.
Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that's why I went to go see it because those three were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And Cameron Diaz. See, that movie didn't take itself seriously, though. Like this one is. You could tell this one's trying to be like, these women are badass and they don't need no man. No. That's basically what it.
Except for that man in their closet.
Yeah,
the one that tells you not to touch stuff because it'll blow up and smacks it out of your fucking hand.
Oh, I lost my shit when I watched that.
These new movies have this dialogue in it where they have to like over-explain everything, and they start doing that, and it's like my brain starts instantly shutting down and going into a coma.
Yeah,
that's what that movie is.
Yep, that whole that you don't want to touch those. They can blow up. He slaps. I was like, don't you think that you just might not want to smack an explosive device out of her hand, you dumb son of a bitch? Like, what is wrong?
The script was literally typed a half an hour before they filmed that. Give them a little bit of credit.
I've seen LMP's seen better hentai scripts than that. I mean, it's it's bad.
Take a timestamp so we know where to send them, so we know we reference them.
It's gonna flop. It's gonna flop.
Hour and 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, that movie's not going to open to any critical response. The shills are going to be like, it's so empowering, it's so strong. You go, girl.
How many people knew it was even in production?
Nobody knew.
I remember hearing about it, but I didn't actually know it was being filmed. That's my thing.
I saw a reaction video. I may have been Jeremy's, and I was like, "Why is he doing a reaction video to a movie that came out 15 years ago?" And then I went, what the?
Yeah, that's what we should do. React to movies that came out 15 years ago.
Find the Empire Strikes Back trailer. Watch it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Right, you have the trailers.
it's the summer of reboot hell, and just it's like, really, this too? I'm like, are you drunk, Hollywood? I'm like,
Well,
who the hell is asking for this?
George Lucas called it. I mean, he called it several years ago in that, Charlie Rose, interview when he said, if it's not a reboot, a remake, or a sequel, Hollywood's not interested.
No, I never thought it would get this bad.
Yeah,
They're not
well,
the break.
Like
yeah,
that
we got that.
precipice,
You have
man.
Disney rebooting itself with its live action BS. I want to know when they're going to do a live action, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or something.
Yeah, Appalachian American, man. If gasoline's running through your veins, I think you should go to the doctor or something. Check that out.
That's not
Because it's
healthy.
blood that goes through. Yeah, that's not very healthy.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
He's being
I joke.
facetious, you goofball.
No shit.
Damn it!
No
I guess
shit.
my finite art of sarcasm is lost amongst you people.
Apparently.
Oh Jesus, help me, Rhonda.
Wait, were we talking about Charlie's Angels?
Yeah, we were talking about Charlie's Angels.
Maybe we should do a watch party for one of those.
Kristen Stewart. Okay. The first scene of that trailer where she's like,
You mean Justin Bieber?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, when she took that wig off, I paused it like multiple times during my
Yeah.
video. I'm like, that's Justin fucking Bieber. That is Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I didn't know who that was, and I had to look it up. And I went, oh, the chick from Twilight.
And the thing is, too, like she's basically supposed to be Cameron Diaz's character, the old, the bubbly one or whatever.
Yeah. And she's not a good actress. And Cameron Diaz is not like a wonderful, spectacular Oscar award-winning actress, but she's good at what she does.
She's a treat to watch.
She's like that bubbly personality. She's good at the roles that she plays. That it's a typecast character, but she does that well, and she doesn't take roles a lot of the times. I mean, not that I can recall off the top of my head. That's how much I pay attention to her anymore.
Oh, she did do a porn once.
Well, hey, cool.
My favorite is Drew Barrymore, so I didn't know.
I was Lucy Liu. I love them Asians. I got the yellow fever.
I like Lucy Liu.
Drew Barrymore was my favorite.
But no, if you're comparing Kristen Stewart to Cameron Diaz, then that's apples to oranges, like right across the board. Like they tried to make Kristen Stewart look so sexy in that opening scene to that trailer, and it just like fell flat on its face. I'm like, that's not attractive. I don't want to see Justin Bieber in drag. Like, what the hell?
Wasn't that trailer?
Yeah, buzzing.
Because women could do anything.
Yeah,
or they start flying.
Yep, and then they beat up the guy from Crazy Rich Asians. I'm like, what did he ever do to you?
Wait, you watched that movie?
No, but I know he was the actor because I looked into the actors and who was in the movie.
Totally watched it.
I haven't seen it. I would admit it if I watched it. I own seasons of Melrose Place on DVD, and I admit that.
Wait, the original or the remake?
Oh, the original. Absolutely the original.
Well, the remake has a lesbian scene, so
it does. I've seen the remake ad nauseum. But no, the Charlie's Angels. It looks bad. The chick that's playing, what's her name? The one that comes in and starts beating the two generic bad guys up. She's another one. It's like she's like 20 pounds. I don't buy her. Like I just don't buy it. And then of course Naomi Scott is the only one that like literally is like an action kind of actress, and she plays like the nerdy one that is like very reluctant to kind of I don't know. It just looks like shit. It just looks like shit. And then Elizabeth Banks splashes her presence all over the place, and it's just like, oh my god.
I think one of the funniest comments I read on the trailer when I was doing my video is it says somebody just typed literally no one. It just had blank and Hollywood.
Right.
Okay, let's reboot Charlie's Angels.
Yes. I think I pointed that one out too because I was like, that is pretty much that sums up the essence of this entire movie.
That's the essence of Hollywood right now. Like I said, they're so tone deaf. They just, I mean, sometimes I can think, okay, well, this thing made money, so let's try to reboot this because spreadsheets and flowcharts. But in a case of Charlie's Angels, that's just somebody's passion project. And I don't know, somebody was trying to dodge a Me Too bullet or something, and then they just got greenlit or something. So somebody owed somebody. All right, that's all there is to it.
Who did Elizabeth Banks dirty to have to let her make this steaming pile of shit? Is my question.
Dirty nowadays, you just have to say something and it happens. It's the hashtag Me Too era. That's all there is to it. You're guilty until proven innocent.
Because I said this in my video. I didn't dislike Elizabeth Banks acting before up to this. You know, I know she's been in some movies that aren't the best, but I mean, I've seen her in some roles where it's like she's funny. Like I liked her as Rita Repulsa in the new Power Rangers movie, but that's just me.
Get out. Get
I
out
did.
right now.
I liked her as Rita, man. She's nowhere
Did
near
you
as
like her
cool
in
as,
Get Out? She was in Get Out.
I didn't see Get Out.
Good, because she wasn't in there.
Wait. Wait, no. No, it's Us. Which one came out first, Get Out or Us?
Sure.
Get Out,
Aren't they essentially the same movie?
basically. Black
Until
People's
I think-
Problems, the movie.
I don't know. Like I said, no. I watched Get Out and I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I started to try to stream Us, and then I realized I could go play Madden 11 on my PlayStation 2, and I did that
Or the
instead.
gay version, Get Out of Us.
Yeah.
You could have, yeah. Ugh.
So that's all I got. If you want to talk about The Witcher, I guess there's some pictures of leaked online of some Witcher screenshots.
That's some old ass news.
Is that old ass news? All right.
I mean, honestly, I thought you were talking about a teaser or something, but yeah.
No, I've seen pictures it looks like they're all wearing like
scrotums.
armor.
The Witcher. I love Sean Bean. I can't wait.
Wait, he's in The Witcher? Sean
No,
Bean
he's
is?
not. He's talking about that's Game of Thrones.
No, I was talking about the Hitcher. God, or the
Oh, the Hitcher, yeah.
The Hitchhiker.
Hey, that's crazy, man. He died in that movie, and that's actually was his point to die. He should have died in that movie. But one time he dies.
Sean Bean dies in every fucking movie he's in, doesn't he?
I know, but he deserved to die in that one. The one, you know.
Oh yeah, he was in the Hitchhiker. Yeah, like that was bad. Like what?
But speaking of the Hitcher, I like the original with Rutger Hauer. That's a damn good movie. That should be on our list of watch parties.
That is a creepy. I haven't watched that movie since I saw it in theaters in the 80s.
You know,
I remember it just came on.
Great movie, because that was C. Thomas Howell. C. Thomas Howell was in it.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's an HBO movie.
Yeah.
It is.
When he pulled that girl apart, I was like, "Oh wow, I don't know what to make of this movie now."
I forgot to.
Yeah, I used to like her too.
What was the one? The Wraith. That's another one I forgot to put on my list. Was The Wraith with Charlie Sheen.
With Charlie Sheen. I love that movie.
God.
That fucking car. I had the Hot Wheels car for it.
Oh, I love that.
I love that car.
Cool car.
The car from The Wraith.
That movie is great though. Have any of you guys seen that movie Bad Dreams that I had on my list?
Not that I've never heard of it.
No, doesn't sound familiar.
Oh my God, it is so old. I want to look the year up right now because I haven't seen it in a long time. Let's see, it's 1988. Okay, so it's psychiatrist.
It's so old. Oh my God, you gotta look. Is it only in black and white?
Insert link is old joke.
The cover of the VHS is Lape.
Is it a talkie?
What's that? A talkie.
The
Yes,
Hitcher's
it's a talkie.
older. It's 86. So what was the name? What was the name of your movie again?
Bad Dreams.
Bad Dream.
Yeah. It's got let's see. It's Richard Lynch is the bad guy. He's the psychiatrist. Harris Yulin is in it. He was he was like one of the bad guys from Scarface. He played one of the dirty cops.
Richard Lynch.
Oh God, that movie. Is that the one where he shoots him? He's like, "You can't shoot a cop."
Yep. Yes. That's
He's
that's why he died in Scarface.
Shit.
Jennifer Rubin is in it, and I always thought she was kind of cute. But Bruce Abbott is in it. I mean, it's kind of a messed up movie. A psychiatrist prescribes a colleague's group therapy for the survivor of a cult leader's massacre, which is like a mass suicide. So this, like I said, came out April 8th of 1988. It's currently at 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a bad movie. It's campy, and I watched it as a kid, and it kind of freaked me out. But then after watching it a couple more times, and as an adult, you're like, oh my God, this is terrible. It was shot on a $4 million budget, which is kind of surprising for a film that low end. But yeah, that's one of my favorite bad horror movies.
I'm glad you're talking about bad horror movies and stuff like that, because guess what's tonight? We're gonna do a drawing tonight.
All right.
Oh yeah. So let me. That's a good segue, I think. That's the only good one we did. Anyway, so let me explain this real quick. So we're all about the watch parties and shit. So I asked everybody, well, mostly. Well, everybody except Blake, because I don't know what his list is, so fuck him. Everyone to give a list of movies that would be good for a drawing. So I got Adams. Of course, he wants to be a hero and gets the longest ass list. And so, anyway, so what I did was when I said I cut it in half, I meant that I'm just going to use the half of it for now, and then we'll add more the more we move on. So it's not like I disregarded your whole list. I'm just letting you know because I did that. I cut Pete's in half, and I don't really have a lot, so that's why. And then I know David Applegate and Seth both have one, so I put theirs in there. Hang on one second. How many years into movies considered old? 20 years. That's how long. Anyway, so I'm going to do a drawing. I'm going to do a little shaky with my, and I have my lovely assistant with me. When you would say a word, my lovely assistant? Yep, she just said it. Very sexy. And we're going to do the first drawing. So I'm thinking we do 5. I'm going to draw 5 movies for now. We'll see where it goes. And then those will be our next 5, movies to do. And okay, so I did the shaky. The first one is, be sure to write this down, folks. Night of the Demons. That's going to be our first movie for our next watch party. Because I know we've been talking about Return of the Killer Tomatoes, but since Frank's not here, I feel it'd be appropriate just to wait on that movie till he gets back. Okay, so Night of the Demons is first. Who's next? Shaky. Stick a finger up your butthole. It's going to be... The next movie is Universal Soldier.
Oh, nice.
That's a horror movie?
It's not a horror movie, but, it's a good movie to watch. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
And what's his name? The Drago guy. Number 3.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. The Punisher. Okay, third movie is The Forbidden Zone.
Oh my God, you guys are in for a treat.
I have no idea what that is.
That movie is fucked up. You guys are gonna hate me.
All right, shaky. Meet you in a Target parking lot. Return of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bam. 4, and that is 4. Return of the Living Dead is next on the list.
Oh, pleaser.
Okay. This is the last one, folks.
Thank God.
Oh, shut the hell up. Kiss my ass. Future Force. Who picked Future Force? I feel like that's an Adam one.
Yeah, that's a movie with what's his name from Kung Fu.
I love what's his name.
Oh, that's Jackie Chan, isn't it?
David Carradine.
David Carradine. Oh, David Carradine. Okay.
Isn't that the one that? Isn't that the one that died of autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah, that guy.
That's what they want you to believe.
That's what they want you to believe.
Or
Yeah.
was he in the hotel room with Bob Crane that night? Who knows?
Same difference.
We'll never know.
Same difference.
Like he died 30 years earlier. We just didn't know it. We were in denial. Okay, so we have the first 5 movies. So the first movie is Night of the Demons. Second, Universal Soldier. Third, The Forbidden Zone. Fourth, Return of the Living Dead. And 5 is Future Force. And also wanted to point out that what's it called? I told the guy Pete and Adam to pick 5 movies for October, and those will be our fucking Halloween movies. Now, of course, you would think I would say October, and you would think, okay, Halloween. Fucking Adam picks Commando. I'm like, that's not a Halloween movie, but okay, whatever.
I said all horror movies.
Yep. So I'm gonna get those together, and I'll do a drawing on which ones we're gonna watch for that month.
Commando's fun to watch any time of the year.
Well, I know that.
It was a great movie.
I'm just saying, though. But either way, those are going to be our next 5 watch party movies. So I'm thinking next week that should be our next. If we can get a hold of this copy of the Night of the Demons, Pete, that was yours. So do you know how we can get that? Is there any way? How do we get that movie?
Let me look it up and see where I can find it if it's online here real quick. Let's see. I can let me do that.
If not, we'll go to one of your alternates.
I have to buy
We'll just
it?
ask the Last Stand in Samoa, and he'll find it for us.
There you go.
Yep.
Accent real nice.
Let's see. Free online. Let's see. Night of the Demons. What is this? Online movies. Watch movies. Watch.
I found that when I marathon horror movies though for like a month, I start getting like really cranky and irritable and stuff. So I want to watch so many horror movies per year.
Well, then it's good you pick Commando because it's not a horror movie.
Nope.
That'll get a little,
Pretty horrible.
you know,
Yeah. It's wonderfully horrible.
All right.
wonderfully horrible.
Are we about done?
I think so.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on real quick. If David and Seth are still listening, I put your 2 movies in the 10, so whenever we draw it by chance, but I want you to join us for each of your movie, like, because I know Seth had said role model, so join us for that one. If that one gets picked, and David, you pick Cyborg X, so when that one comes on, join us on that one. So there we go. I wanted to announce that first.
My answer to Tommy's question is 40 years.
Yeah, whatever. I say 20. I'm right, you're wrong, whatever, it happens. You know what? No, it gets old when you say, well, back in my day, movies were this good.
Hey,
though.
Jeff's always talking about my teenage years. Well,
Yeah.
I was, okay, I turned 20.
Speaking of Jeff, you think
88.
he's fucking her? He's fucking Jesse?
What, tonight?
Dude.
Or
Holy
last week?
shit.
I don't know.
I only say that because Seth brought it up. That was funny. I say, hey, they are, or whatever.
It's a
Hey,
big country.
Consenting adults.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
They're
Night,
both in their 30s.
Night of the Demons is on YouTube.
Nice.
Really?
It is
Hey,
on fucking. It is
hold
on.
on. Real quick, give us a quick synopsis of what Night of the Demons is, because I've never heard of this movie.
You've never heard of Night of the Demons?
No.
I have not seen this movie in years and years and years, but I'm
Look,
going to
I do
look
not
it up
watch
so I
shitty
can
movies like y'all do.
accurately portray this movie to you. Let's see here. So we are looking. Let's see. 10 teenagers party in an abandoned funeral parlor on Halloween night when an evil force awakens. Demonic spirits keep them from leaving and turning their gathering into a living hell. So that is the synopsis for Night of the Demons.
So it's a comedy.
Bob Briggs drive-in, last drive-in recently too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie is it's.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, this will be a good
It's
one.
not even bad. It's good. It's actually a good movie, but it's
Which Night of the Demons?
yeah, it's good.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Not a bad.
Make
one.
sure I have them all in order. So I'm going to write them down so we know what movie. So good thing is Night of the Demons is on YouTube. So anyone wants to join us, they can find it on YouTube. Maybe give us the link or whatever. Share the link in the chat, Pete, so we know which one specifically.
I will do that right now. It is on the Fright Night channel, and I am copying that link as we speak. Yeah.
I can download it then.
God, I'm so fucking drunk.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna download it. Pasting the link.
Isn't that funny? I was giving late shit about being drunk, but I'm the one who's drunk.
There. It is. Link has been posted in the chat. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Night of the Demons, the Fright Night channel.
Be sure to put that link in the description late.
Which chat did you put it in?
I posted it right in the public YouTube chat, right on the live stream of the video here.
I'll access that later, so you'll want to put that in the comments.
Yep, I will.
I don't see shit.
Can't see shit, Captain.
Let's see here. I'm going into.
Post it in the Fan Caste link chat, and then that way Leif can have it to post it in the description.
Okay, it's in the Google Hangouts chat right now too.
Yep.
I just posted it. You guys should.
I got it.
All right, there you go. But yeah, so there, I found that one. That was. I'm glad that's on YouTube, so that can everybody can watch that one. Everybody can watch that one.
Night of the Demons, 1988.
Oi.
1988.
Stop it.
All right, what's wrong there, mate? You don't want us to talk about.
I don't want to hear no British accents. Fuck that.
Still
This is
pissed,
Independence Day. This is the day after Independence Day when we realize, oh shit, we just declared our independence.
Matilda, will you come a washing Matilda with?
We want our fucking tea back.
You have your tea. We drink beer over here, motherfucker. That's what I was saying.
I was celebrating Independence Day by drinking Labatt's yesterday in my kayak.
Fright Night channel's got 4.2 thousand. Wankers.
Thought you were gonna say million.
So, that would be funny. Hey, maybe we can get them to be. I don't know. All right.
$dollars.
All right, we're getting close to 90 minutes. I think we've been out of gas for 70 of it.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Can you tell it was a
Yeah,
freaking
we can.
holiday?
Hold
Everybody's
on, real quick, Tommy. Yes, we can do some Evil Dead movies for watch. I've seen them. The best one is Army of Darkness, but that could be a watch party right there.
That too is the best. Dead by Dawn.
Yep.
I didn't like
Okay.
the reboot.
I didn't either.
Wait, you
I
didn't like?
care
So you
for- I
didn't like the
didn't-
weenies?
I didn't think it needed to be rebooted or redone. I think it just should have been left alone.
That's fine. I didn't watch
That-
it anyway. I wasn't gonna.
It was gore for the sake of gore in the remake. That's all it was. It was just like a basic blood orgy, and I was like, to me it detracted from the coolness of like the story of the first one, because it was like you could tell it was low budget, but it was still done well as far as I think
I
anyway.
got the glaring problem. There's no Bruce Campbell in it. It's like having a Beatles concert without John fucking Lennon, right?
Yes, sir.
But
Well,
John
yeah,
Lennon's
that was-
fucking dead, so he ain't that smart.
Have a Beatles concert, goddammit.
Yep, that point just makes itself, man. Absolutely. You just hit that one out of the park, Adam.
Clearly, he wasn't the smartest Beatle because he's dead.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I blame
That's a
that on
Cecil joke. I love
That
you,
was
Cecil.
that was Yoko Ono's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's end this.
All right.
I want to do some typing before I go to sleep.
Okay, the Hall of Fame for tonight is Kiki Passo or Peso. I don't know, but she is an Instagram model, and she may be performance enhanced. I don't know. I couldn't get that verified.
Does she have an American flag?
You know what? I may have to see if I can do a little bit more searching.
Because didn't I tell you that we're gonna have we're gonna have to have one that has an American flag because Independence Day.
All right, I'll keep looking.
Does she have the badonkadonk or the junk in the trunk?
And she needs to have a Photoshop of her eating a hot dog because that's like one of the most American things you can eat is a hot dog and a hamburger.
Well, make up your mind.
Yeah, which is it?
Both, man.
Extremely.
Both.
Yeah, we'll see if I can find one. Well, here's a chick holding. a gun
And
in
then
front
you
of
got to
an American
Photoshop an
flag.
M16 in there because Second Amendment and all that.
Yeah.
Because unlike Leif, he's a liberal. He fucking hates guns. Bastard.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I can find. It's not looking too promising, but
And then Photoshop some of them anime girls you like and LMP.
Damn.
Yeah, we're going all out, man. It's Independence Day. We're celebrating our independence.
well, there is one with her with. There's some stars on that bikini.
I did
top.
go to the firing range this week.
Nice.
That's
That's therapy right there.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
man. You
shooting is
pretend you're
terrible.
shooting somebody you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Is he's
Anyway,
over here?
she's the Hall of Fame, and this has been episode 88 of the Fan Cast. And who knows? Maybe Bob Iger is on his way out. Too many more failures, he's going to be done.
Man, let's hope all of Disney's going to be on its way out.
Yeah, I hope he's got Disney. There's so much borrowed money, and he's got that company so leveraged that when they start failing, it's like a real fast slide into hell.
I don't think they're going to be on their way out though, because the only movies that have even been remotely considered hits this year are all theirs.
Yeah, but they've also lost a lot, and they've dumped a lot of money into those parks, and people aren't coming.
So
Yep.
it's not just me that wants to see Disney go out like Enron and WorldCom and Tyco, just like
They're proverbial britches. That's what it is.
Of course not, man. We all want to see Disney fail.
in a ball of flames, just like going down.
Yeah, no,
Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. That's all I want to see.
Yep.
yeah. All
I
right.
hate you,
What the
Disney.
heck?
I remember there was a time when I did like Disney, but now I'm like, nope. You become into something else, something disgusting.
You've become that which you swore to oppose.
Pose. Wait,
All right.
hold on. It's like, hold on. We got to start saying Star Wars line. You turned her against me.
You have done that yourself.
You will not take her from me.
Oh, and if we didn't get a strike before, we just got one for that brief reenactment. Leip, take us home.
I'm trying to. All right, say goodnight, Pete.
Good night, and you can find me on Etep Wokuian's The Place to Be Reviews on YouTube, The Place to Be Reviews on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just put a new video out tonight. That Polygon list, my take on it, on the video, and there'll be another one coming up tomorrow morning. So stay tuned. We'll be talking a little bit about some Elizabeth Banks over there. Over to my man, Adam, the Groovinator from Raiders.
Netflix.com. Links to all our social media platforms are there. Make sure you check me out on YouTube where I put up videos almost every day. You guys have yourselves a groovy weekend.
All right. Tap and Die, you got anything else you want to say before
I like turtles.
You like turtles?
Yep.
I was waiting for him to go, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Hang on. Hold on. This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My rifle.
As he rags. Hey, settle down, Private Pile.
Don't you tell me what to do. You ain't my daddy. Uncle Ethan's my daddy now.
This is your weapon. This is your gun.
Yep, this is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun. Damn, it's pretty big though in my hand.
But I'll have all the links to everybody's crap in the description, including our BitChute page or my BitChute page.
You don't put my channel in there.
What is your channel? You never hawk your channel.
I know, right? I ain't got shit.
He complains about not getting.
I know.
Down here anyway, man. I was just bullshitting.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. No. Anyway, good night.
Playing about stuff.
Good night, everybody. And wait a minute, I got to find the right window. Shoot.
He's got to find the right window. Classic late.
I got too many open. All right. This has been episode 88, and I have been your host, and this is the end of everything. And some point, Frank will be back. Maybe. See you. Bye.
Screw late. Screw Mac.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of July.
Peace out, everyone.